All right. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing? That product stream last night. Oh, Lack of all people. Hey, Lack is a good artist. That's good. It is cool that we do have technically a spiked main character. Technically speaking. Oh, shit. Oh! Am I reading that correctly? Oh, thanks for the follow. Oh my god. Okay, so who's tweeting? I don't mind buying premium decks. Yeah, same here. Same here. Okay, so obviously I don't have video going because this is an old computer. I've done the research, and the best thing I can do is just downgrade all of the settings. But eventually we'll get up to computer. We'll figure out camera. But I just want to express my thoughts about about Overdress. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. If you're just joining, hi, I'm Ezel Senpai. Welcome to the stream. Wow, okay. Oh, last night was just amazing. Because the stream started for us at like 7 p.m. So it was late in the evening, just winding down the day. And then boom! Product stream. So going into it, I was in a chat with a couple other friends. I shared that link yesterday. With my buddy Alex, and we were just discussing, what could happen, what couldn't happen, just throwing our ideas out there. The general consensus of just about everybody in the chat was kind of like, let's see. I'm cautiously optimistic, very, very cautiously optimistic, and I'm very glad that I was. Like, this is so good. It was so good. So, like, just leading up to this, I've been chatting with people. What do you think will happen? What do you think? Like, I don't think that Vanguard... I've said it before and I'll say it again. Vanguard's not the kind of game to rotate. Although, I guess you could count this as a technical rotation, but it's not. I was having a talk with a friend about just everything earlier. And I was like, you look at the top two games, Magic and Pokemon. And they have different formats where there are different levels where people can get into. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just an eternal format. But they don't support, like, a lot of legacy support unless it's, Blue Eyes and Dark Magician. You don't see things like X-Sabers and some random Allied Justice, whatever the case may be. But my god, it was just... I'm just hyped. I'm just excited. So I just want to go over my thoughts and my opinions of things. I've done the research. I've looked at the videos. I watched all of them. All of them. So, for those who haven't watched Vanguard If, this is going to be kind of a mild spoiler. But I do recommend watching Vanguard If. If not for the memes, then for this, I'm going to call it a theory. So the Overdress trailer starts talking about the battle with Geese and Messiah. Okay, cool. Then 3,000... Oh, nope. No doodle. I don't want to... Nope. Geese and Messiah and how that all... in the aftermath. So for Vanguard If, we have Shuka, who's a card fairy, who goes around different time periods and collecting cards. If you guys remember the transition from Legion to G, at least lore-wise, the two timelines kind of blended together because there was a timeline where Blaster Blade didn't exist and a timeline where Blaster Blade did. Then somehow those two timelines merged. I think through Vanguard If, through the actions of Shuka and Emmy, it just kind of merged everything together, leading to this new future. Okay, that's out of the way. That's out of the way. I just wanted to state that. Vanguard If set up Overdress almost directly. And I like that theory. Wow, there's a lot of comments. Wow. Okay. So 3,000 years in the future is very interesting. It's a very interesting time skip. I'm not sure how that relates to real world time. We'll figure that out as the anime airs. I'm just getting all my thoughts together because my goodness. I just want to talk about the game. So excuse me. I just want to talk about the game. I love the fact that it's nation based. I think going nation based makes the game a hell of a lot easier for new players to get into. Not to mention the $4 entry. My goodness. I'm a little bit, a lot of you guys have had this situation where you want to get someone into Vanguard. And you introduce them to all the clans. And of the 24, they're like, wow, there's so many choices. I don't know what to choose. And then each clan has their own sort of dynamic. This way, I think it simplifies it. I feel that Vanguard, Bushy at least, is doubling down on a lot of things. And it's probably a lot to do with the pandemic too. Obviously. My theory is, and I saw this on Twitter, and I actually believe it, that Bushy saw what Digimon's doing with their $5 starter decks in Japan and said, hold my beer. To make it the most affordable game to get into. So far, I'm not sure about that, but we'll see. Did they say the Overdress takes place after the OG series with the fight with D's? Because I remember saying about a new world in which means D's we have multiple times. So because D's hasn't been mentioned since G, I'm going to assume that this is a continuation of the original series. And it's very possible that, like I said, with Shuka merging the realities together resulted in what we have Overdress lore-wise. And it kind of makes sense. Now, how low can they go? What do you mean low? Like my settings, or? Oh, you're loving it. Okay. There's so much potential in deck building. So now we know that there's the 3 formats. There's new standard, which is just Overdress. V Premium, which makes current the standard stands very angry. It triggers them. And then we have Premium that's just like, hey, we welcome everybody. Everybody. Old, current, new, whatever. Please, come join us. It's so much fun. And just thinking about all the potential things that Premium alone can do. Like, Premium has so much potential. I'm just... low prices for the deck. Oh, yeah. Well, I think $4 is good. Ooh, let me turn down my mic a little bit. That's a little loud. There we go. So, we have the low deck prices, which is great. We just need to see how they're going to price out booster boxes and booster packs. Because if they can keep it relatively the same, then I think Vanguard's going to be in a really good situation. The fact they got the guy, Mori from Shadowverse is exciting. I recently just started Shadowverse. And I'm liking it. I'm playing it every now and then, but I'm really liking it. And the fact that they got him to come over, there's a lot of hope. New card design team, guy from Shadowverse. You got Clamp that did Code Geass. Oh, it's so great. I love it. So we'll just have to wait and see how things go. But I'm just very hopeful for the future. I think this is a step in the right direction. And, it's going to be great. Although there's going to be the 3 formats, which is going to be really weird, I think. So the idea I was kind of working with in my mind is... So we know Buddy Fight will officially end in June. We know that. So assuming we don't get a spring festival... like a physical spring festival, but we get a fall festival because of the vaccine. Code Vanguard, Overdress, Dios. Oh. So what nation would Lelouch play? Anyways. So let's say we do have the physical fall festival like we usually do. The fall circuit, autumn circuit. Because the vaccine's rolling out, you know. How I'm seeing it, if they keep it at the 2-day thing, there's going to be one day where it's Weiss and a Vanguard format. Probably just V Premium. And then day 2 would be New Standard and Premium. Kind of polar opposites, maybe. I'm not sure. But I think that's kind of how that would work going into later in the year when we have events open up again. That's my thought. My other thought, which kind of seems like a very unpopular opinion, but I'm going to state it anyway. If Bushy's not able to... keep in mind, Springfest is going to be... Oh, it's online. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Never mind that, then. But I'm saying if we had physical outside of the shop league. Right. But still another thing to keep in mind, at least. Where was I? Oh, my unpopular opinion. If Bushy's not able to maintain V Premium, like as a format itself, then I could see them merging just okay, here's Premium and here's New Standard. I think standard or current standard has gone a long way in terms of power creeping, where G units are nice, but I don't think people will have to worry about Gs and loops and all these other things that standard stands purists are like. But that's just kind of my thought about that. I like that they merged the clan or the nations together. I think that's a beautiful thing. I also think this was a 9-year setup for Bushy, specifically for the Sanctuary Nation. So I think it was back in 2012-ish. They did an April Fool's prank about a fighting online game, lag-free, featuring Royal, Shadow, Kagero, and Sky Paladin. Obviously, Sky Paladin is the joke because it doesn't exist. But technically, it exists now. And that just gets me, like, that's great. You played the long game. Big brain. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Like, I just like it. You see all the negative comments. Like, especially on Facebook. Facebook has so many negative comments. I'm actually tempted to just switch over to Twitter completely. But, like, you look at the official, Facebook for Vanguard in English, and it's like, oh, you lost a customer. Now my cards are worthless. I'm going to go to your building and throw my cards at your window. No, your cards are still useful. You just got to stop thinking small brain. Stop small braining. I can understand people being upset that it's another new thing, but Vanguard isn't dropping anything. I haven't noticed. Yeah, there's a lot of negativity on Facebook, and I'm not sure if you're being sarcastic or not, but oh my god. It is horrible. I'm seeing mostly positive vibes from the global community at this time, actually. Well, maybe that's just me where I follow. That I'm seeing that. But, like, I commented, like, look, there's so much positivity going on right now. Everyone's hopeful. It's just... I'm very hopeful for the future. I got a lot of theories. But, we have to wait and see how they play out. But I'm very excited about where the game's going. I think mechanically speaking, it is such a great idea, especially in Premium. Like, I'm just going to talk about Premium. Premium is just going to be so fun. I think Solemn said it best, where from a deck building perspective, there's so many things that can be done. So many things. I was so scared about this reboot, but Bushy convinced me. Like, it's not even a reboot. like it's a continuation. It's a new thing, but it's not a reboot. If it was a reboot, we'd see Aichi again. And don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would have liked it, but no. Do I see a Blaster Blade and Dreadnought Overlord happening in the future? Probably. Maybe. But no, not right now. Like, maybe is like, I don't know. I don't know. Some new unit that found this ancient armor or whatever. You know, whatever. But I'm very excited. One thing that concerns me is the episodes. So with episodes, oh yeah, with rotation, yeah. The 12 episode season 1 and 13 episodes in season 2, I think that's fine. It has me a little worried because we saw it with Buddy Fight, and I'm pretty sure Buddy Fight has its own problems from trying to find a new animation studio, because the animation studio they had was being bought out by somebody, or there was other issues inside. I don't know. I'm not going to comment on it. But having an anime show helps promote the card game. Without some sort of show to promote your cards, you're going to lose a lot of people. I think that's why we had Vanguard If, at least the way it was structured. So it's like, hey, we're still promoting cards. Yeah, it's not exactly in card fights, but new cards. They exist. I am very happy that Kadani did say that he doesn't want to do this sort of thing again at the start of the stream, so that's really good. Or I don't, was it another kind of rotation like this? They don't want to do that anymore, and I think that's good. Please, we're going to hold Kadani to his word on that. That's one thing for me. I prefer 25 and 25, but I'll take what I can get. Yeah, no, for sure. I think if you have a shorter season, the quality of animation goes up. Although I am going to miss like those funny animation errors or funny frames like with EBT's face and Aichi derp face, you know, those animation errors. So what nation are you maining? Okay. I want to see what everything has. I mean, I think by default it's going to be Sanctuary just because, you know, Gold Paladin. But I want to see what all the nations have to offer gameplay-wise. And I mean, $4 each, I don't see why you can't just go pick up all of them. For $4 each, that's a steal. And Mori confirmed that there's 4 copies of each card in the deck is amazing. Now I wonder what they'll end up doing with sleeves, because that's going to be a fun thing. Will they sell sleeves like, oh, here's a character design, and then here's some extra for your ride deck? I think that's going to be really cool to see. You know, I wasn't even thinking about streaming until later, but I was like, you know, it's a little afternoon. Why not? Why not? Let's see. I do wish we ended up getting a Vanguard G reboot season as well, but I am incredibly hyped. You know, I understand, and I was talking to a few friends about this last night. It would be really fun to see like just like a short OVA series of G, like just kind of recreating GZ, where it's the final battle with Ds, but everyone's playing standard. I know that's a horrible idea, but I think that would have been really fun. I could ignore my dad one lunch and benefit me. Okay. Good job. I like the lore that's behind all the nations, especially the Bermuda nation. Oh my god, that's this is the greatest thing ever. Like, that is so, it's appropriate. I love it. It's great because they know. just kind of how the nations are set up, I think it works. And it's something that they've had in mind since the beginning. Or at least if it wasn't in the beginning, it was at least in G when they introduced the nation flag on the card. Oh god, and people would just be streaming, "Win standard Gs." I mean, we're getting V collection eventually. It was what was the actual Bermuda Nation lore? I don't remember what their actual lore was. They just sang. That's it, as far as I remember. But now they can sing in a city, on a whale, in the air. Spark Brothers switched from Gallows Ball to just human football, and now they run a country. Sorry, American football. Yes. Okay, so there were so many political jokes we were making too last night. Like, we were joking that because of how America's going, like, they were like, you know what, we're gonna rename United Sanctuary to this, which name I'm forgetting. It begins with a K. And I can't believe I forgot because I was making jokes about it. Keter, the Keter Sanctuary. They take the U.S. They took the U.S. and turned it into KS, but then you have Dark Zone becoming Dark States. I think that's hilarious. I don't know, in a wordplay way, I think that's great. Don't forget the concert at Ground Zero. I had a fan theory last night. Like, as soon as I saw, like, someone had posted it, and I was like, oh my god, that's great. So just imagine, the Geese battle happened, Geese explodes, the mermaids in the area end up just getting, vaporized or whatever, but parts of Geese end up going into the mermaids. 3,000 years later, mermaids have the power of the void coming back for revenge. Bermuda Triangle antagonist confirm. Keter Sanctuary. Yeah. I really want edgy Keter Sanctuary cards since I main Shadows. I honestly think the guy who plays Keter Sanctuary is going to be kind of a jerk. That's just kind of what I think. Just kind of like his appearance and then how he looked in the promotional video. I think he's going to be one of those characters you're going to love to hate. I do wonder, since Zodiac Time Beast gave their power to an unknown hero to save them, why there wasn't any of them in standard. Maybe actual D's shrapnel. Yes. Imbued in the mermaids, sent into the void or wherever D's came from. Space. 3,000 years later, they come back for revenge. Jinx times religion. Whoa. Hold the phone there. Like, I just think Overdress is, like, I think we're in the middle of a Vanguard renaissance. A lot of people say the reboot was good, but argue that things were bad. I think things were just not managed correctly. At least when so it was like the announcement of Overdress, yes, there wasn't much transparency, but at least they told us 6 months ago, hey, this is happening. This is Overdress. It's going to be the next thing. Versus we're just nearing the end of the final episodes of G, and it's like, boom, reboot, bombshell, out of nowhere. Boom. Thank you all for the follows. My goodness. I just looked at the feed. Wow. Thank you all for follows. I just talk. I don't have much to show. I just talk. The reboot let my boy Naoki do something finally. So it's good in my eyes. Yeah, no, like there are good moments in the reboot. But there was a lot of things in the reboot anime that were just kind of like awkward. You know, I think they oversimplified things and they didn't really add much stakes to it. Oh, thank you for the follow. Hey man, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty darn good. Just talking about my thoughts about Overdress, like the title says. I'm just hyped with positive energy right now about Overdress. Like I was also in a post on Twitter about like before the stream started that one of the biggest hopes. No, you know, I'll wait on that one before I say it out loud. I'm gonna wait on that because it may happen anyway, but we'll see. We'll see. Bro, we actually kind of got reverse Aichi. It's great. Kinda. I think V standard will die off. Only reason I'll still play is Raging Form. Yo, Raging Form. Oh my god. I think it's really cool that they are going to continue V in that way, and I really hope they can do continue Premium Collection at least twice a year too. I think that would be great. The fact the fights were a lot shorter bothered me too, like how Aichi vs. Ren was 1 episode compared to the OG when it was 3. For sure. Like, there were no stakes, really. The reboot gave me a deck that made me infamous in Class Close and Premium. Oh, man. I'm going to move my mic back just a little bit. Just so the things aren't... Yeah, I'm very happy for Raging Form to come back. Like, that's really... Like, I have a lot of hope for that particular set. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not let down by Duke. But I was really hoping for Grandizzle. But now I have more hope that Grandizzle will come back. I'm hoping. Please. Nothing to do with superior writing. Just a good, solid boss. Please. But Raging Form, I hope it keeps a bit of what it does. And and Daikaiser. You know, people still post memes about Different Fight losing his soul when Zale was revealed. And it's like, no, my heart breaks. Don't do this to him. No! Leave him alone. He just wants Daikaiser. We got all the Stride Bears. What else was left? Legion and some other boss units. Yeah, like, there's a few more things that they could do. But I kind of also hope they improve on, like, the original, like... Okay, so when I say original units, I don't mean, like, oh, the OG. No, I'm talking about, like, the new original units, like Uranus, Isabel, Godhand. Those units. Those kinds of units. We know Hanzo's getting support. Arcader's getting support. Or, Makuth Melek. Excuse me. Have you heard of Chainmaker Abyss? It's dumb strong for no reason. I have heard of it, and it looks a lot of fun. I was talking to one of my friends yesterday about Premium. Or he wanted to upgrade his Royal Paladin deck, and we were going over prices, and like, oh, Gancelot's really cool. It's only like $5. But if you ever wanted to get into Premium, you could also use Crystal Luster Dragon. It copies the skill. That's broken! Ban! No. It's good. Since we're... Let's see. So now Christian stop protecting Australia. The forces of Bermuda 19. No, I think he may still have to do that for when the new nation comes out and their trial deck starts to come out. Because, you know, they're going to do things. But he gets a break. He gets a break for now. And he deserves it. Until we get the Bermuda unit for client selection. Dude, Rising Nova is going to be broken in Premium. Yo! Oh, I didn't think about that. Because it's just going to copy the abilities of grade 3s. Yo! Like, And that's what's so great about like premium in general is it's like things that aren't at that good in standard because power creep are amazing in premium because utility. I just wish that D's didn't scare away people, you know, because that's the biggest thing I hear, at least at my locals, was I don't want to play against D's. Says the guy who plays with Crayon's Hider with premium Great Nature with Crayon's Hiders and fronts and other shenanigans. I think it's crazy to me when the game came out 10 years ago. I was 13 and in my awkward middle school years. Yikes. Yeah, that's really interesting. I had just started college when the game came out, or just getting into college. At how old was I? I was 21, turning 22. God, I'm old. But it's not 10 years. No, I'm not old. This is a secret only for the stream $2 stock. I'm actually not recording, which I kind of like. I wish I had recorded this. Ultima plus new trader plus local. Yes. I remember I was 14 when I found my Vanguard booster pack. Almost after murdering somebody by axe. Oh. Are stands back and fronts gone, or do we don't know yet. We have no idea just yet. We have no idea what kind of triggers we're getting, aside from the over trigger. So we'll see. We'll have to see. I don't think. We'll see. We'll see. Because remember, fronts were exclusive to Excel clans, so I don't think they'll carry fronts over. But I'm not sure about stands either. I think stands could be fun, but we have to wait. We have to wait. Congratulations. Congratulations. Man, like there's just so much. Like just thinking like that I could build a triple paladin clan or deck with Overdress just gets me super excited. Like the possibilities of deck building are like endless at this point. And we just have to wait for everything to get confirmed. Oh yeah, the 12 stand deck shall return. Oh. I just can't wait to see what each nation will do. And I'm kind of hoping we see a new... What I'm hoping to see is strides, but not strides themselves, but like the actual unit from the future. The ones from the future. I hope we see those. Like Apex Trader Bastion looks a hell of a lot like Gablade from the OG Alt Mile trial deck. All existing traders with all nation I'd want. There's some negativity over the... Yeah, you know, and it made sense. I understand. But, I mean, it's something to try. It's not like you have to run the over trigger. Just know if you don't, somebody will. And, you know, that 100 mil... Where do they come up with a number? That's what I want to know. Who thought the number was like... should we go 5,000 power, or excuse me, 50,000 power? No, 100 million. Why? Because it's a big number. I think your mic is popping and crackling. Oh. So we'll just move it back a little bit and maybe turn down the decibels. There we go. I think that should be fine. Some of my theories. Alfred is straight up leaving Cray under new rule. Overlord is probably some sort of king now after 3,000 years. Chaos Breaker and Photon went back to wreak havoc. So, based off of the maps, it looks like like Overlord actually won the thing. Like a lot of the Stratton Empire just expanded. Although there's some areas that were traded off. Like there was one peninsula that was Dark Zone that wasn't really connected to Dark Zone. So I think they're like, hey, we'll trade you this peninsula for a bit more land up here. Cool. Oh. That's right. That's right. I don't know much about, Japanese language, but I do remember the numbers, but I don't know the numbers. 1 mil is achievable in Dimension Place Premium, so they need to go over it. Is that true? Is that true? Can they achieve 1 million? So Overlord obviously took over some territories. That's why Ketter's Sanctuary has, you have the sky element, sky palaces, and then you have the lower levels. It's like 5Ds all over again, which means it's going to be great. Watch them make an Overlord, the Overdress, and keep making until they run out. I can see that maybe a year in. But how the hell did Overlord live for 3,000 years? That's what I want to know. Yeah, I saw it be done. All right. That's crazy. Got my tea. There's just so much cool stuff. I hope we see some more Aquaforce based units too. Because we saw the animals and we saw some zombies, like the Grand Blue stuff. I kind of want to see some Aquaforce units eventually. Or Aquaforce Light. The Satellite Ketters. Yes. I believe Overlord is a title more than a person. Yeah. No, I think in lore, I think that's correct. But I don't know. We'll find out in the new lore when it comes out. Which is great because we're getting more lore. And what I'm hoping is that we have kind of like a backlog of lore for all those, the newer original units from Standard. Again, like Uranus, Hanzo, Godhand, Makuth Malek, Isabel. I think that's it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, well, I guess all the colorful pastel too, but I mean, we got the anime for that. Oh no. No. Overlord had children with mermaids and the bloodline. No, I don't know. No. Get that out of my. No. No. Sorry, grabbing something. So what do you guys think about Overdress? Like, obviously, I'm just fangasming at this point. Like, it's good. I think we're in a renaissance. We just need to see how the cards are worded. Are there going to be some really interesting skills? You know, are we going to have the drop EG still? Or are we going to have something different? What do you guys think? I do hope maybe now we can get some dudes in Bermuda. Maybe I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about it. And let's do my only issue I think left is ratios. Okay, so ratios. So when they pulled up the like how many cards were going to be in that first set, triple rares and below, everything is evenly split. From triple rare to common, everything is evenly split 5 ways. That's great. And I think that's very easy to maintain. So I think ratio-wise, I think we're going to be good. And doing case splits are going to be easier, I guess. I know, me too. I really want to play too. Let's see. I need to figure out when my wife has days off so I can go out and play at the shop. How many... Oh, excuse me. How many per box? Okay. Yeah, we have to wait for that. We have to wait for that, for sure. But case-wise, everything goes right down evenly. So I think that will end up changing once they introduce lyrical into the mix. Whale World. Go on remote fight. I would, but my laptop isn't as good. It's a Windows 8 8.1. The webcam's good, but for some reason the RAM and GPU are just horrible. Since the trial deck is $4 is amazing. I'm not saying the word, because I know that's a bad word, apparently. I'm actually about to head to my local shop in a few hours. Nice. That's good. Let's see. But the issue is that since I am a spike boy, needing to fight basically Deer Chronicle, Pale Moon, and Dark Irregular people for my Spike Brother cards. So I think I'm hoping that aesthetic-wise it'll be fairly balanced. I'm hoping so. At least at the start. I'm really hoping so. But again, we just have to wait and see. Ratios per box are the best, are at best the same, at worst slightly lower. Since they're stated 7 cards per pack, has 2 foil quote-unquote cards, but instead of being triple rare, double rare, this could be hollow, commons, and rares. Yeah, I hope that's not the case. I hope that... I mean, getting a rare and above is great. But I hope that the foil, rare, common doesn't interfere with that ratio. Each nation gets 2 triple rares and 3 double rares per booster? That doesn't... Wait... Per set. Because clan identity is important to me. Oh, no, of course, of course. It's important to everybody. Thoughts on keeping 13k and 6k starters? So, I'm very happy that they kept the... Well, okay. We only know of the one unit so far that has the 13k. I hope they keep it across the board, where all of them are 13k. But it could be possible we might see 1 or 2 of them be 12k. But we'll have to see. The starters, I think, are fair. If we're going into this new era, where the complaints of the previous one were going first is too powerful, I think this new starters benefiting the player going second is good. Otherwise, it's just a vanilla. It's just a vanilla starter if you're going first. You get no benefit, and that's okay. Because you're not doing anything in your first turn anyway. So going second is just amazing. I mean, personally, like, because I play Ezel, it kind of doesn't matter what turn I go, as long as I get to my grade 3. But I can see where that idea could be bad in terms of, you know, actual gameplay. But I think the starter thing it's a smart idea. It's a very smart idea, and I hope in practicality it works out. The ride deck is really good. I'm glad they're keeping it in new standard, because that would just be too damn good everywhere else. Too damn good. Let's see. I have not heard the new music yet. Although, a lot of the friends I was talking to last night while watching the stream were kind of like, well, these aren't new songs. These are songs that are already out. You know, because they're very Bang Dream, very heavy fans. So they're like, well, the song's already out, so you can just go listen to it. I'm like, to be fair, I'm not into Bang Dream as much. I like Rosalia because of the Vanguard music. When it comes here, I'll probably build Rosalia because Vanguard music. So I'm excited that we got Rosalia again for this opening. I'm very, very happy about that. Although I do think they could have produced a new song specifically for Overdress, but beggars can't be choosers. Let's see. Red Dead would destroy Premium, honestly. Yes. Probably. Most likely. Oh my god. Red Dead and Cycloned? Ooh. That'd be interesting. Oh god. Oh. If that's the case, we need to get rid of Zazan. Just absolutely get rid of... Well, no, we don't have to. We don't have to. I mean, we should. But that's why the ride deck is in New Standard. I'm not a Bang Dream guy, but Rosalia is nice. I can't play rhythm games to save my life. Same. Let's see. I had another, like, during the chat last night, during the stream, another one of my friends who runs another page, she's actually just, quote unquote, retiring from the game. And it kind of makes me sad, but I understand her reason behind it because of some toxicity that happened, especially during the Zazan to Zero movement. And I get it. I get it. It makes me a little sad, but it's okay. I don't know why I brought that up. I don't know why. I just think that the team that designed the stuff from Standard and that Premium collection, just the team that designed everything from the start of Standard up to now, or up to the Bermuda set, I think they could have been managed better. That's all I can say about that. Thoughts on character design? I love it. It's refreshing. It's crisp. It's Code Geass-esque, which I love. And I can't wait for it. In exchange for a short season to get some spectacular animation, dude, it's gonna be great. Just one of my friends who runs another page on Facebook. She posts like the cards of the day as soon as they're posted, shares them to all the groups she's in. Can't wait for another Japanese exclusive game. Oh, I hope not. I hope not. I really hope that they get somebody, a good developer who's willing to do English release for a new Vanguard. I think for Overdress it would make sense. I really think so. Now all I need is Kushina Ono to voice a Vanguard character and my life will be complete. No, it's not Maddie. It's not Maddie. She's cool though. She's cool. From what little I've talked with her, like the small chats, she's cool. Let's see. I recognize that actor's name, but I'm kind of like, I'm drawing a blank, and I feel like as soon as I look it up, I'm gonna get mad because like I knew it. Yep, I knew it. That would be great. I knew it. That would be great. I remember Beat 'em On. It was so cool. Beat 'em On was really cool. I think I tried getting a Crossfire when it came out, but it just no. But again, so what are your hopes for your what nation do you guys want to play? What nation do you guys want to play going into New Standard? You think they're finally going to make an online set? I hope so. I honestly hope so. We need it. I mean, CFA is nice. I personally don't care for it, but it's nice to have. I know Tabletop Simulator exists. I just need to buy it. Or wait for it to go on sale. Oh, thanks for the follow. Oh, it's Asterix. Nice. Nice. What was... So I do hope that we did a bigger game. Or some sort of simulator. I know Yu-Gi-Oh! Is working on one, so it makes sense that they could work on one for Vanguard. For at least Overdress, because Overdress seems to be very simple. Even in, like, a video game design, I think it would be very simple to set up. Hey! We're talking about Overdress and what I think about it for nearly an hour. And trash is being picked up outside. Nice. So, what did you think of the reveals last night, yesterday, earlier today? Time zones pending. Or vary. It was last night for me, so I couldn't sleep at all last night. I think I got to sleep at like maybe 2 in the morning. And I only got like 5 hours of sleep because, so my wife's a nurse. She works night shift. So in the mornings, I try to make sure that I'm up in enough time to make her food when she comes home. Get clothes ready for her if she worked COVID unit. Stuff like that. So, yeah, 5 hours of sleep. I'm fine. I'm fine. The sleep schedule... Yes. So sleeves. I think that's such a great thing. I've been wanting new sleeves for a long time. Was really disappointed in what he said in the video. I need to go watch that video. I guess I haven't watched all the videos. I'm missing some, apparently. So I mean, like, I haven't seen it wholesome. Thank you. Thank you. I try to be the best husband I possibly can be. While at the same time I have my hobbies. I'm pretty indifferent so far. I need to see more before I can get excited. It could be good, but I'm worried that the nations will mean the least popular clans will become less relevant and fused with more popular ones. That's understandable. 5 hours of sleep is all you need. Yeah, no, I remember high school and getting, 5 hours of sleep. That was nothing. Just enough. As an adult, no. No. I've got errands to do. I need my full sleep. I mean, the first start to is Spike Brothers. It's not as popular. That's true. I mean, we'll have to see. Again, I can understand his point of waiting for more information. And I think that's something we all have to keep in mind too. Is we need to wait for more information to come out before we really... Like, I'm sold on it already. But in terms of gameplay, we have to wait until more things get confirmed before really, like, diving into it, so to speak. Like, the Keter units are like Royal Paladins with wings. Is that supposed to be our Angel Feather representation? Or is that going to be more than that? No, I get that. I think what will end up happening is we might see just new original units. Maybe kind of like a mix of all the clans together. But I think over time, how they have this nation system set up is over time, as new things come out, we'll see we'll see things that have the aesthetic of Gold Paladin, Angel Feather, OTT, Genesis, Shadows, and Royals. Just those aesthetics. And then it still may just be Ketter's Sanctuary, but there's going to be more variety within the nation to make it feel like it is that clan, so to speak. Why make blitz orders if you're not going to make blitz orders if you're not only going to make one? So I think now this is just a theory. They may make more orders in the V collection. Anyone here keeping up with Super Sentai? I hear the news of Sentai, but that's from Asterix's Twitter. That's like my news on Sentai, and it looks the new one looks fun. Although I need to sit down and watch Saber, for sure. For example, Dark States is gonna have Spiked Brother style, and maybe one of the other 3 clans. Yeah, no, like I think initially it's gonna be kind of a mix of all of them, but then over time it may separate. Well, not separate, but the aesthetics of each clan may be represented. That's what I'm hoping for. Like, the last Sentai I saw was Lupin versus Pat. Yeah. This has become a very interesting chat. This is very interesting. Yes, the Pirate Sentai Dotaider was incredibly popular, but it was horribly butchered here in my opinion. Are they still picking up Clan Selection? So there is still Clan Selection coming out. You know, the volumes 1 and 2. But afterwards, I think after we get a few of the starter decks and a booster for Overdress, we're getting a V collection, which is supposed to have Raging Form Dragon and Tetra Drive. I doubt you like Duke as a Gold Paladin. I like Duke. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm an Ezel fanboy, but I respect the Duke. Duke is really good. It's not going to be as strong as Dirtwit, obviously, but I think it's going to add more variety within the clan, and I think it's the one thing that Standard has lacked up until recently is variety. Like, I know Different Fight had mentioned the VRs were like they were good, but they were bad because you were making a deck around the VR. So now that they've gotten rid of it, it's more than likely that we're going to have more boss units be triple rares and multiple. I'm also not sure what the point of V Premium format is. It's just premium without the strides. So do people hate strides that much? People don't want clan mixing. People actually want support. They're not gonna... That's not gonna be 1 year. So, I feel like... So, people complained about, like, Ds existing in normal premium, or the possibility of an infinite loop, or just something overwhelmingly absurd. Like Dastile Demonos with the new Dastile and using it with NLK or Shaharat. That just seems like overkill. It's a timer. It's a short timer, but it's a timer. I think V Premium is just to keep those who want the reboot, you know, happy. Although I do think in time, if Bushy's not able to support all 3 formats successfully, I think they just will be like, okay, V Premium, nah, you're just Premium now. We're back to 2 formats. And honestly, a lot of the stuff from Standard or current Standard, V Premium, can outshine a lot of normal premium, even with strides. But they're just like, the biggest complaint I hear is, oh no, infinite loops, FTKs, OTKs, D's. Stupid Zeroth Dragon plays. Oh my god, unblockable Zoa. That's just one thing that I hear. So, but honestly, I'm just open-minded about everything. I want to see something like when Demiurge came out, where the one clan could make like 3 decks, but for all 5 nations. I think that would be cool. This chat looks great. Looks like a Discord general channel. That's true. It does, and you know, I'm really happy about that. I do have a Discord server, but it's kind of like, I don't know if I want to open it up to people. Maybe in the future. But I enjoy this sort of content because it allows me to talk, express my thoughts, and engage with you guys. Like, I could have a camera just showing off cards, which is something I do want to do. But for right now, until I can get myself a better computer, I think this is fine. People will always complain about Ds. Yes. Yes. And I think people need to not worry about Ds, because Ds is starting to become irrelevant. Like, especially now with the Overtrigger. Do you imagine go up against a D's player and that a bit of that damage is recovered from the... Oh, well, I don't know if it would be... We need more info. Make a new server. You know, I might make a new one. Or I'll open up the current one. I'll figure it out. But I think this is like the most viewers I've had. And I've got such amazing people joining, which is like crazy. So, like, this is fun. GZ, what? Like, I enjoyed the season. I did. It was short, though. And I kind of feel like it was rushed near the end. I think if you had expanded maybe 10 more episodes, or at least had gone into detail with the D's fight, that would have been fun. I would say I kind of love the Overtrader. I can see why it's frustrating, but only having one will make checking it pretty hype. For sure. Shinamon better. Yes. The Shinamon arc is probably the best season of the reboot. Fight me. Oracle's getting the ability to sack the trigger would be a lot of fun. Yeah, premium with Ultima and the Overtrigger. Yo. One other thing I noticed when they announced like the card ratios for the booster, like how many cards are in the set, they mentioned that there's going to be a token. And I'm kind of curious about that. You know what's interesting, Izzle? What's interesting? The new series is going to be 2 seasons. Season 1, 12 episodes, and 1, 13 episodes. Ha, card fight. Ha. When we open up that case of Bermuda, for sure. For sure. We'll get some fights going. For sure. So I mean, it's 25 episodes. It's slowed down, but I think if you're going to separate it like that, I think that's fine. Because I think that gives you enough time to come up with better story elements, plot, definitely an improvement on animation for sure. And I think overall, like, that gives you space for card design. Like, I think that's enough time to kind of read the reactions from everybody, what they think. And then Bushy could be like, okay, we got some positive reviews about this, but we got some negative reviews about this. Let's fix this, and let's improve on this. Angels put cards from deck to damage. Not to my knowledge. I mean, they could. I mean, there's the rescue mechanic that the new stuff has, but the new series is going to be huge. The anime is going to appeal to so much more people. I worry that with so few episodes, they'll end up rushing the actual card fights. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that too. Because, I mean, you have essentially 6 new playable decks. And that's... And let's say, like, you're showing off, like, a 2-parter fight. That's literally 2 episodes per nation. So hopefully not. I mean, if it's back to 1 episode per fight, I think that's fine as long as it's detailed. I still feel like the length of Iron Blood Orphans 25 is a great spot for characters, fights, and overall story. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, it could be possible that they're only going to talk about the first 5 nations, and then leave us on a cliffhanger for the Bermuda to start off the 2nd season with. But again, we'll just have to wait and see. Man, I really wish I had recorded this. I really wish I did. Actually, I can just download it off Twitch and just straight up upload it to... Okay, I could do that. So the general consensus is people are pretty optimistic. There is worry, but it's not the worst thing in the world, right? So I do like how they kept the card designs the same, unlike how in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime they changed the back of the cards over time. Yeah, that was kind of odd. It's like, if you're going to change the back of the card, you know, change it to be something realistic, or at least what it is. But at the same time, that's a whole other ballgame. Each episode shows a new deck, and then 4 episodes then after 4 episodes you have covered all nations. Assuming they're going to be back to back to back to back. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Apparently we all missed a note. Apparently set 1 will have a secondary theme for nations to build. Oh. Where's your source for that? It's better than last night where people spam bushy posts complaining. Yeah. I didn't pay attention to the YouTube chat on that one because I was too in the moment. I was too in the moment. But I think overall, Overdress is... It's presumptuous for me to say, but I think this is the Vanguard Renaissance we needed. And we just have to wait and see what's going on. I mean, it makes sense. It's a Renaissance because, I mean, we've got a plague out there. Society's falling apart. This is our ray of sunshine and hope. Or maybe I'm just too nihilistic. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so we're nearing what, an hour and 15 minutes. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Thank you so much for watching. This was just a sudden stream. I'm glad I did it. Thank you everybody who followed. Really appreciate it. Like there's okay. So let me go down the list. I'm gonna thank everybody. Let's see. So Different Fight, thank you. That Man, thank you. Zistral, thank you. Senpai J7, thank you. Baku Rider 123, thank you. If I butcher names, I'm sorry. Verharon, thank you. Asterix, thank you. Thank you so much for the support, and I hope we can have more streams like this every so often. I eventually want to work on a schedule to do things like this more frequently, but it's more I'm going off of whenever, either my wife's asleep or she's at work. I just don't want to bug her or wake her up because she's out there saving lives because of, Bermuda. I can't find the source. I'm still looking. Well, if you find it, let me know. But I think that's an interesting idea, and I hope that's true. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Remember, stay humble and wear your face mask. Stay safe.